This is a channeled message, and I'm also being guided to use some tools. So we've got two decks. Um, Angels, of course, so Angel Tarot. And then this, which is a deck that I got and haven't used yet, and it's absolutely perfect. Create Brave. What does it say on the front? A guidebook for sourcing and manifesting your next step. So it's perfect for like helping y'all find direction and figuring out what it is about the shadow work that you need to dive into and all of that. And angels are very present right now. Ancestors are present. The Hathors are present, and that not being the goddess Hather. If you're interested in learning about the Hathors, please visit tomkenyon.com. He is their primary channel right now. This is for a collective who has field, field. Guess we're using this one too. Familiar field oracle. We'll see how this turns out, won't we? There's a collective who has felt like you're up against a wall, like you're hitting a wall, like you are stagnating, like things are not moving, like you're spinning your wheels. It's frustrating. You're actually being called to rest. This is where I have been at too, and there has been much divine intervention in providing the time for you to rest and find some solitude and clear your head and all of that, because we're in a shift. I mean, it's been happening for a while. We are in this shift. 2026 is a big year though for those of us who are awakening, folks having third eye openings, gifts coming online, things like that. 2026 is a year of shifts, and it's a year of expansion. And angels are saying what the collective that I'm speaking to is starting to wake up to. So right now, the collective that I'm speaking to, who is getting this message, you're starting to wake up to the societal conditioning and patterns that aren't working for your highest and best. And it's about vibration. Now, mind you, this is not the good vibes only stuff. It's simply about, the frequency and vibration of the energy you're holding. That's what it's about. It is neither good nor bad, right? But it attracts in what it is that's in your life. And it's not, it's vibes. And we are here having a rich human experience that is, above good and bad. It is here to teach us lessons. And so a lot of you are awakening to this lesson, which is, man, if I walk around it like a nihilist all the time, then my life is kind of gray and bleak, right? If I feel like the outside world is completely untrustworthy and a threat to me at all times, I'm going to end up paranoid. You're starting to feel the incongruity and the inauthenticity. So, like when you're making casual conversation with people, for example, there's social niceties and stuff those unwritten social rules is what we're looking at. And these are the ones that when you engage in them, you don't feel very comfortable. Like you're starting to notice that too. It's off. When you engage in this stuff, you're starting to be aware of what it is you're saying and speaking into the world. Because you're starting to realize that how you exist in the world has a lot to do with what comes into your life. And it's not just this is my material life kind of how I exist in the world. It is who am I as a person and what do I emulate into the world? Lessons. Let's see. What are we doing? Okay, so we want to use these. This one came right off the top. Trust. I believe that what is meant for me will find me. Trust. Okay. This collective has been struggling with trust in self, with trust in others, with trust in general. I'm being reminded of the time in my life when I was so led in the wrong directions from childhood on, that I didn't trust myself. And I always thought that I needed correction, needed to learn how to be a person, learn how to be a human being. I was having trouble being a human. But how that emulated in my younger years was, there's something wrong with me and I need to fix it. So it was very easy for people to take advantage of me in that way, gaslight me, hold me back, hold me down, because I always felt like things were my fault, but they weren't. And so, who do we trust, first of all? Well, we have to learn to trust ourselves first. If we can't trust ourselves, then there's really no moving forward in our personal development or on our path. We have to trust ourselves first. I believe that what is meant for me will find me. Hold the deck upside down. I don't read in verses. What do we have here? Oh my. Although this came out in verse, and it's the Three of Cups. Aiel. The right hand of God, fame and renown, influences, commerce, voyages, and great discoveries. Queen of Cups. Pahalia, God the Redeemer. Redemption. Serves against enemies of religion. Governs chastity. So what we have here, actually, that this collective may be dealing with, is a loss of enjoyment, a loss of fulfillment and joy and satisfaction and having fun and whatnot. Three of Cups inverted, and then we have this Queen of Cups over here. The other things these cards are saying, redemption. You may need to, there is Queen of Cups, redemption. Serves against enemies of religion, governs chastity. Honestly, this is about our heart. What makes your heart sing? I believe that what is meant for me will find me. I believe that what is meant for me will find me. You wanted me to use these, so I'm going to move these out and see what we got here. What is meant for you? What is meant for you? Ow. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Oh wow. So this one came out sideways. This is the dog, loyalty, affection, companionship. So this is the challenge here, where your loyalty lies. What is meant for me? Angels right now are saying, this message is coming to you because you're questioning where your loyalty lies, and you're starting to understand that's something that you determine from here, your heart space, not necessarily just here, but your heart space, your authentic self. Where do your loyalties lie? Loyalty, affection, companionship. And what is it, and who is it that you really want around you? So, for example, if you were, if we're engaging in those social niceties that are slightly nihilistic and crapping on ourselves, how do we feel about that? How do we feel? How do we feel about those people? Theme from the readings that have been going on here is understanding authenticity, but also understanding what it is that we're attracting, or what we want, what we truly want, our heart's desires, and going after those things. And so your loyalty is in question. Boy, oh boy. And I think there's a lot of conflict here. Crocodile. Aggression, waiting, and awareness. There's some fighting going on for you. But there's also being strategic too, so the crocodile sits there and waits until the right moment to just, he doesn't, he's not one to chase something down. He's one to wait until it floats in front of him, and then he's going to grab it. The fly, frustration, survival, impunity. So when the fly's around, something stinks. And you've been really frustrated. Talking about that frustration still, aren't we? Devotion, stability, order, the penguin. Inverted. Sociability, not stability. Sociability. Oh, wow. Okay. So the problem right now is, you still have to engage in life. But you're really at this crossroads. We talked about it in the last reading. And it's a struggle for you because you do want a hermit. But, babies in bathwater and all that stuff, you don't want to just throw everything away. And right now you are questioning where your loyalties and your affection and devotion lie. And with whom, and what it is that you want around you. Is it shared interests, or is it shared values? Because it's shared values that really bring us the right kind of people, the people that mesh with us, that resonate with us. I don't want to use those. I want to use these. And we're gonna, let's see here, for the top. Oh, okay. So this is empowerment, of course. It's the very bottom of the deck. This is about self-empowerment. All right. And definitely when self-empowerment is the goal, trust in self is imperative. Queen of Cups. So when we think about the Queen of Cups, is somebody who knows how to tap into their heart and their soul and their authentic self. And that is something that comes through the heart space. Really looking at what resonates with us here, not necessarily here, and definitely not down in the gut area where things get dicey. But we're not enjoying our circumstances right now, and so it's to go within, and that's why this is a Queen of Cups. We are going within and being honest with ourselves about what we want and who we want to be in the world, and feeling like you have to be self-deprecating and stay small or play this role or whatever is limiting you. And empowerment comes from within, going within, really looking at your feelings, really examining your feelings, really examining what it is you want, not taking anybody else's opinions into account. It's about you. It's about you. These cards are so new. They're sticking together. It's about you. Ooh. Community came out sideways. So the challenge is, who do you want around you? I surround myself with people who desire my greatest good. Are the people around you in wanting your greatest good? When they want your greatest good, they listen to what it is that you have to say, what your desires are, and they take that into account. They don't shoot things down or criticize everything that comes out of your mouth. That's not somebody who's an ally, for real. If someone's an ally, you're not always wrong. This is the whole thing. You're not always wrong. You know what's best for you, and only you know what's best for you. And somebody who cares about you and supports you and is working for and wants your greatest good is going to listen to you. If they're not listening, or if they're always critical, then they're not your ally. Delegate. Just because I can do it all doesn't mean I should do it all. Awaken. I remain open to what is being revealed. Brave. I take action despite my fears. Well, okay. So I get this. There's this sense of when you're a perfectionist. I've talked about this elsewhere. Growing up as a people pleaser and really having to manage other people's emotions, and so learning to keep everything airtight because I was also a scapegoat and a target, and I needed to keep things airtight so that there would not be criticism, because if there was an opening, people would take it. When I got older and moved into management positions, delegation became very hard because my idea of how things should be was very rigid and really not even healthy or attainable for me. And it's also not conducive to other people learning, because you do need to delegate and you do need to let people do things their way, and you do need to learn to be okay with that. And that's part of working together with people, and also coming together and collaborating with them, because collaboration does require letting other people do their thing and also coming and being able to blend together to create it as a whole. I remain open to what is being revealed, and I take action despite my fears. And this one here on the top, well-being. I am comfortable, healthy, and happy. You need to prioritize your well-being. If you were wondering, this message, if you were wondering what the priorities need to be, I talked about that in the last reading. The priority needs to be your well-being, and that means strong boundaries and removing things that drain you or distract you, or are not healthy to be around. People, places, situations, and things. It means sort of shrinking that, going into that hermitage, shrinking that bubble, trying to stop spreading yourself thin, and instead focus on the essentials, because it is in focusing on those essentials and your well-being that you're going to transform and get through this. Because as you understand these vibrations, as it were, of the people around you, and how that matches what your manifestation is, what your future looks like, you will start to feel in your body if it is lighting up your heart, or if it's, giving you anxiety. Sometimes we may have a lot of anxiety and we have to work through trusting ourselves a little bit more so that we can understand the difference. But things that make you feel brighter, make you feel lighter, give you energy, but not frantic or hyper aroused energy. They glow. There's a glow, and look for that. Something you feel. It's like a smile spreading across your face, is how it feels when something lights you up in this way. Grounded. I remain rooted and connected. Do not throw the baby out, the bathwater out. Don't throw any of that out. You do want to wash the baby, cleanse, ground. It's winter. I'm in Chicago. I know it's cold. Connect with nature. Get outside. This is a good time because nature is in this place. It is a good time to go within. Nature can support you in that. In the cold, it'll help regulate things. Don't worry. Remain rooted and connected. If you work with your ancestors, give them a sit down and let them talk to you. I think that's important right now. That was really interesting. Anyway, anything else I need to know? Nope. Sure. Priest. Accomplishments here. What are we trying to achieve? You need to have patience. You need to trust in yourself. You need to have faith that things can change in a positive way. And you do need to trust yourself, but you also need to start trusting others. And the people to trust are the ones who will help you feel grounded and energized and inspired. Be patient with others and yourself. Divine timing is a hell of a thing, but it is important right now, and you do need to withdraw and go within. Now is the time to do some soul searching and know that this is for your highest and best. Take some time. Take a break. Get down to the essentials. What are those essentials? Well, what prioritizes your well-being? Start there. Anything else? Angel faith blesses you with serenity. Well, that's nice, because I've been screaming about serenity now for quite a while. Outdoors, I see Archangel Jophiel peeking out from back there. It is really important for you to get in touch with nature right now, and I think it's important you get in touch with this winter aspect of nature that is more grounded, that is quiet, still. In hibernation, there's an energy there that is going to help you process through these changes, letting go of people, figuring out who your people are and where it is that you want to go, who you want to be around, what it is that you want to do. This is big because you have to let go of things. Trust in yourself, though. You know where you're going, and you know exactly what it is that you want. Love you. Bye.